Okay, so how often would Jamie be able to independently work for without requiring your assistance or any other form of attention?
I would say she can go out for maybe 5 minutes without seeking, making noise or comments
Okay.
or asking for attention in other ways of these. This usually happens when she enjoys the work.
Oh, you mentioned you did mention that she was pretty good at math, I think. Is there any other things that Jamie might be good at?
Wow, Jamie's a really intelligent girl, which is why I'm surprised she's frequently raising her hand for help. She also has strong reading and writing skills. She's actually very good at puzzles. She enjoys this very much, actually. And now that I think of it, during the time she's making puzzles, she's able to complete the set without diverting her attention.
Okay. Um, how long are Jamie and the rest of the classroom supposed to be doing the independent work? Like, what's the usual time?
It varies day by day, but it usually is between somewhere 20 to 30 minutes towards the end of the day. It depends if I was able to get through most of the lesson plan for that day. Some days we might not have independent work time if it's a shorter day, for example.
Like shorter day. Okay, so like on a minimum day or
Correct,
with
yes.
like they get early release.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're saying that the more challenging problem is Jamie disrupting the classroom by making the absurd remarks, or like maybe like animal sounds, like you mentioned, like the cow mooing,
Mm-hmm.
and she's not completing her work during this time. Is this also correct?
Yes, that
Accurate.
is the main problem I have noticed in my classroom regarding Jamie.
All right. So thank you for letting me know about all this information about the behaviors. So, in order to determine how often this behavior is happening, we need some sort of record for Jamie's in completing her work as well, and then this will also help us decide if once we do implement a plan, if it's actually working in her completing her work and not falling behind in her class. So, do you happen to have like any worksheets that she's done, or like any sort of work that we can see and analyze?
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. I can prove that. I usually have to send her incomplete work as homework. I will indicate on the worksheets where she left off in the classroom. But I don't really like to do this as I think it's unfair that I'm giving Jamie more time to complete her work at home.
Understandable. Okay, so there are also several ways to collect data for this type of behavior, and I think using interval recording data will be more appropriate for this in a situation at least. And basically, I would like you to observe like a 10-minute period during the independent time during class and know when Jamie's engaging in the behavior we're talking about.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. How would this data be collected?
So this type of data collection is pretty sensitive to how often the behavior occurs and for how long the behavior occurs. I would like you to observe like 10 minutes, like I mentioned before, with 30-second intervals during her independent work time. So the specific recording I'm gonna ask is called partial interval recording, which basically means you will mark like an X or a check mark if the behavior occurs like at any time during that 30-second interval. And um, yeah, so you will record the if the behavior happens. Have you had any experience in this any type of interval recording?
I'm going to be honest here. I have not had to use this sort of data collection, but I think I'm a little familiar with the concept.
Okay, no worries. I will make sure to train you and make sure we're prepared to do this interval recording. However, I do want to address some disadvantages about this type of data collection as well.
Okay, what are they?
So this does require your full attention during the whole 10-minute period because you will have to observe if the behavior is occurring or not occurring and then indicate if it does. It may also either underestimate the behavior or overestimate the behavior, which means the data may show that it's happening more often than it actually is, or it's happening less often than it actually is. So that's one of the disadvantages, but I think it will be a better option than the other data collection methods.
Yeah, all right. I think I can give this a try.
Okay. So I would like you to take the data for at least 3 days next week, and if possible, if you could do it the whole week, that would be great. But I at least want you to take it for 3 days. They don't have to be consecutive days, but at least 3 days during the week.
Okay, sounds good.
So let's see. So I just want to summarize that we just talked about we're going to be collecting data for 3 days, and I will provide this data sheet right here that has like little boxes that have 30-second intervals. So I would recommend maybe having a stopwatch or a timer of some sort, and just make sure you're indicating the correct boxes. And all you need to do is really just see the behavior. You don't have to like write anything, like any additional things. Just observe and indicate if behavior is happening at all during that time, and then just go to the next interval. Is this okay with you? Is this manageable?
Definitely. I think I
Okay.
can manage this. It seems pretty simple. You explained it really well, and it doesn't take a lot of work to do.
Okay.
So, yeah. Of
Yeah.
course.
You can also maybe practice after. So on Monday will Monday be a good starting point for you, or will you be able to start collecting data like some other day?
Yeah, Monday is a great day to start.
All right. So let's meet again next week. Maybe like a Friday or Saturday, like today. Does any of these options sound good to you?
Yeah, Saturday morning will be better.
Okay.
Okay.
So
perfect.
let's meet again next week. At the same location at the same time, and we can just further discuss Jamie's behavior and then analyze the data you were be collecting in class.
Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you for all your help. I appreciate it.
All right, cool. Thank you.